let's discuss drugs. More specifically, marijuana. This discussion oftentimes can turn into a heated debate. Should we legalize it? Why should we? Why shouldn't we? People oftentimes let their personal opinion of the drug cloud their judgment on this issue. Sure, it's a drug. And yes, I recognize drugs are a horrible substance. Drugs and addiction ruin lives every single day. But how long are we going to fight a war on marijuana, a physically and mentally harmless drug, before legalizing it and letting it benefit us economically? What if we turn our attention to how the legalization of marijuana can improve our economy, rather than spending our tax money on enforcing marijuana laws and paying for inmates who really are not harming anyone by selling or using this drug? First, we're going to free up time and resources of law enforcement so they can stop chasing these harmless criminals and start chasing more violent offenders. I, for one, would rather have my tax money going to violent offenders in our jail system rather than having someone sitting in there because they like to use marijuana. Not only are we focusing on larger offenders, but we're freeing up space and money in our prison systems. Let's legalize a substance, throw an excise tax on the sale and the purchase of marijuana, and let's use those taxes to improve our economy and benefit the heck out of the rest of us. According to Investopedia, in 2015, Colorado made $135 million on taxes and fees on medical and recreational use of marijuana. $135 million! Not only are we going to profit on the taxes and fees associated with the sale, but we're going to create jobs. We, as a state, we as a country, recently experienced a recession where many of our residents lost their jobs and they lost their homes. Foreclosure statistics were skyrocketing. We are climbing back up from this recession, but why are we waiting? We legalize marijuana and the unemployment rate is going to be lower than ever. We need nurseries to open and grow the marijuana, and those nurseries are going to need dispensaries to sell. An RCG Economics and Marijuana Policy Group study on Nevada says that legalizing recreational marijuana in the state could support over 41,000 jobs till 2024 and generate $1.7 billion in labor income. That is huge. Why aren't we using this? And let's talk a little bit about the regulation of it. If we remove the sellers from the streets and create a way to control what's going into the growth of the product, we remove this potentially harmful substances that can be added to marijuana, and we're creating a safe way for purchasers to consume it. And here's a fun fact. One of the biggest opponents of marijuana legalization are the drug dealers themselves. If we legalize marijuana, we're creating a competition that will completely blow them out of the water. Now, why does it benefit us to blow drug dealers out of the water? Well, these are drug cartels, which oftentimes include terrorists. So, let's stop funding our terrorists and start funding our economy. Let's grow as a nation and create a booming economy for the rest of us. This is beneficial to all of us. Let's stop wasting time and start benefiting from the sale of marijuana.